打ち伏せろベルーナ消えろ
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your boy Ace, and today we're recording on Rukia's Ass's account, or Pio's account. And special thanks to my boy Piotr for allowing me to record on his account. So, well, basically, Pio and I have been talking for the last few days regarding Tesla, and he finally decided to finish off Tesla's Max Transcended. And we decided for me to go ahead and do the showcase on it because he's a very interesting character, and from whatever I'm seeing, I think he's a bit too underrated because his niche of being a Soul Reaper killer for tech and being melee is kind of like a niche thing, because there's like so many other characters who are also in like that bracket. There's like Ginzuru, there's like Oetsu, there's like Tech Shunsui, there's a good bunch of characters. There's Tag Team Toshiro, there's Tensa, there is the God Flyzen. So there's a good variety. And I think I'm like the first person to do like a 5 out of 5 Tensa showcase. So I think so, I'm not too sure. So before we go into looking at Tesla, like his links and accessories and testing them out first, let's just go over his stats and skills. So he basically has 20% Berserker as a skill. So 20 Sad Link is 20 Berserker basically, but it's a soul trait. So for him having it as a soul trait means that he won't have SAR, and he can get his strong attacks as quickly as other characters from 2019 and 2020 who have like strong attack recharge links. He's completely max transcended. He has level 10 everything, max slotted, 500 SP for last slot. So for his skills, he has Bruiser 20%, Devastation 40, Frenzy, Long Reach 20, Poison Duration minus 100%, Sprinter plus 1. He's not a Yoruichi or Siphon, so he doesn't have extra flash steps, and he has Weaken Attack along with the set of skills. So he doesn't have Havoc. He doesn't have Havoc. Like characters back in the day do not have Havoc, so it's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. It's just something. Havoc is just the luxury that we have in newer units, and not having Havoc is not a really bad thing. And in terms of his kit, he has like a lunge SA1. He has it's a 6-hit lunge, so it's okay. It's fine. His SA2 is a barrier move. His SA3 is a full screen move. So. And his all of his attacks are melee collision. His special is also full screen, if you guys want to know. And yeah, so let's just get started with the showcase. So we have full SAR links on him. So we have like the Stark link, which also acts really well. We have TLA Siphon and Cacao Society Hallibel as a link. No, that's not Cacao Society Hallibel, excuse me, that's Valentine Hallibel. But yeah, so there's also like he has a fortification pill, hollow bait, and the Espada chair. So this is basically like the badge version of Arancars. So it's pretty good. So basically, I think the best way to go about this is to go with the SAR build, because the main reason why SAR builds are better because he doesn't have the SAR trait which other characters do, and he has a 20 Sad Link. So you're getting the damage already, so you might as well go full SAR, and then you might as well get your strong attacks back, because his SA2 can only be used once in a while. You can't be using it all the time, and his SA1 is basically what you're going to be using most of the time. And yeah, it's a good SA1. I'll be showing it to you guys. The main reason why I'm recording this early is because I'm recording this way earlier than where you guys are going to be seeing it, because the coming week's IZ will not be having Soul Reaper enemies, and this one does. So I wanted to like get the killer advantage. The Koga video did not showcase Koga to the full potential because of the lack of killer damage. And yeah, and it's not the best. Alright, so for Tesla, that's his SA1. It's a pretty fast SA1. SA2 is the barrier move, so it's 575 radius, so it's not bad. SA3, let's not actually use it here, so here we go. Alright, so lunge again. It's a fast lunge, guys. It's actually pretty good. It's a 6-hit lunge, unlike 4-hit lunges, so you get the extra damage, so it's also really good too. There we go. Pretty clean, guys. You know, he's doing the damage. 15k. The main reason why I don't do NAD builds is because he's a frenzy character, not really a NAD unit. His voice actor is also pretty good. As you can see, that was cancelable, so very clean. SA1. Sadly, co-op IZ was not available for like when Tensa was done, so we couldn't really showcase him in co-op. Alright, so as you guys can see, we're going to test out the lunge again. It picks up enemies from the back too, so it's a pretty solid lunge. It doesn't have much faults. Again, just because he doesn't have Havoc doesn't mean his lunge or his stuff would be better. If he had Havoc, of course his SA2 and SA3 would be much better. But nowadays, lunges, because of the Havoc, are underutilized. They're 570 radius Havoc lunges, and they're not that good. And this one, I'm going to show it to you guys. See? It's very cancelable, it's very smooth, and the damage is there. So it's perfectly fine. We're just going to drop the nuke. Yeah, so easy clap. So the SAR build works. It works really well, and just seeing how smooth this character is, it's fine. You know, you're gonna be using his SA1 a lot. His SA1 is a very smooth lunge. I completely approve his lunge. It's like perfectly fine. It's good. His SA3 is full screen. He doesn't have a SAR link, but then at 5 out of 5 max transcended, you don't need that extra Senkaizen. You don't need that Senkaizen. You're good to go with full SAR. And the Stark Link is so good. If you guys do have Stark Link, Zoroichi, Frenzy Byakuya, TT Byakuya, and Swimsuit Neliel Resurrected, you can transcend those links, and it'll be so helpful because transcended Stark Links and transcended links are like very powerful in this game, and can really help characters like this not need to worry too much about like running like a Senkaizen and stuff. So running a Senkaizen would slow him down, but now we're gonna look into his damage potential. So I'll see you guys in the DPS potential part. Alright guys, welcome back to this, the full stamina damage boost or Senkaizen showcase. So we're looking at him at his maximum DPS potential. And we don't need the tension type because he's 5 out of 5 max transcended, so his nuke is not a problem. So he doesn't have even proc on his nuke, so it's fine. And he doesn't have increased proc damage because of a status element, because he doesn't even have proc. And that's not even a common trope back in the day. It's a very recent 2020 trope, and it's fine. And we're going with the Espada Chair, Pill, and Bait because you have increased focus and you have increased SP and increased attack, so the maximum DPS potential is this. And so we're running Senkaizen, Byakuya, and another Senkaizen. So yeah, let's just test out the DPS potential, and yeah, this should be interesting. And in terms of Tesla, so far I'm very impressed with Tesla. And for like a character who is very looked down upon, he's fine. You know, he's a filler on a lot of banners and stuff. So if you have like a high chance to get him 5 out of 5. And once you have him 5 out of 5, I think he's like up to date in DPS compared to the newer units. But then for like the older unit, for like in terms of like the range and stuff, he's a bit lackluster there because of the lack of Havoc and the barrier second move, but I guess it is what it is. And alright, so 25k, nice. SA2. 29 on the sorry per enemy. Clean run, clean lunge, easy. Okay. 12k on a nad. That's fine. He's doing 7k, yeah, 7.7k for like non-killer enemies, so that's fine, I guess. All right, we're just trying to nat these enemies down, and that's the issue. The Sarling is so effective at these times that not having that Sarling can actually be kind of annoying, because you kind of have to nat through your enemies, and that's not the best for co-op, especially like enemies keep sniping you and stuff. Yeah, so it's but you're ideally running him full SAR. So see, that lunge was so nice. Fucking beautiful lunge. Alright, so we'll just try the cancelable lunge here and see how much that does. 27. Nice. Good shit. Seems like his lunge, the most part of the damage is right at the front. So you're actually kind of good. You don't need to, you can cancel it, I think. It's very cancelable and it's very good. There we go. Nah. And picks up enemies in from the back. Very clean. Yeah, that was very good. He's doing very nice numbers, close to 27k, I believe. So on special, let's see, 139k. That's no tension tie too, so perfectly fine. Definitely a very, very good character. Definitely very impressed with Tesla. Alright, so my final review on Tesla is, if you have a 5 out of 5, should you max Transcend him? If you don't have flies in with dupes, if you don't have Ginzuru, by all means go ahead. Because he's very, very strong, and in terms of DPS, he does it very fine, and I'm sure he can clear out a lot of co-op enemies as well. He has a DPS, he has a lot of stuff going for him, and yeah, most enemies die in like one hit, so what else do I need to say? He's very good. You have a lot of opportunities to get this character, so if you do get him, don't feel bad about it. And just because repeated banner fillers are occurring doesn't mean it's a bad thing, because you have the opportunity to get these characters 5 out of 5. And even though they're a bit older and they have less range, they're very strong and they do damage, and they're very good on a lot of terms. He's also good for, like, I believe floor 3 in Valor. So, you know, he's a good character. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and yeah, special thank you to my friend Piotr, and he's also my guildmate, and so much love to you, bro. And you know, I'm very privileged to be able to showcase Tesla. Thanks, my guy. So thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.